That was the end of my clip. As I was trying to tell you guys in my Danny Jacobs video, is I actually watched the fight and then fell asleep. I recorded it from my capture card onto my PC. And overall, nice atmosphere to the pay-per-view. If I was to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as replay value, I would give a 7. You know, I mean, it wasn't boring. The Shakur Stevenson card with the Robson Conticao, Oshaki Foster over in ESPN, boring fight. Let's go ahead and be honest. Shakur Stevenson, boring fight. So you had William Cepeda taking on, I forgot who he was fighting. What was it, Giovanni Cabrera over on The Zone. I'm going to watch that next. But anyway, last night in a pay-per-view by FanMio on The Zone pay-per-view, and you could, of course, buy it through your cable or dish subscriber, Nate Diaz is going to go on. Well, he did go on to beat Jorge Masvidal via unanimous decision. Let me see if I can find them reading the cards. My file got corrupted. I was trying to salvage it, but I didn't get all of it. Hold on. Well, here you go. This shit's on YouTube. The shit's on YouTube. Here, let's fast forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a majority decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Fernando Villarreal, scores about 95 to 95, even a draw. Overruled by judges Rudy Barragan, who scores about 97 to 93. And Zachary Young, who sees it 98 to 92 in favor of the winner from Stockton, California, Nate.
By the way, I did have Nate winning 6-4, but to be honest, it could have went either way. Now, Masvidal landed the most punches in the fight. He was the cleaner, effective puncher. But remember, boxing is scored by rounds. So, you know, you can have a round where you land 15 punches and another round where you land just 5. You know, so it all depends, you know, on how those punches are laid out. But Nate Diaz had threw the more punches, and he's got a tank on him. Just straight, not the best skill, obviously, clean punching, but, you know, he's got a motor on him. And I think his consistency and pressure and basically being the ring general for 6 rounds on my card is what's won him the fight. You know, yes, he had the cleaner, effective punches, meaning Masvidal, but I just think that Nate Diaz just did just enough. And I wouldn't have been surprised with it either way, whether they gave it to Masvidal or if it was a draw. But I'm actually shocked at the turnout, to be honest. It was sold out in the Anaheim Center. Wait, was it not Anaheim? Was it where is it? Honda Center in Anaheim. There you go. So both of these guys are now 1-1 in their boxing match, in their boxing careers. I wonder if they still got UFC contracts. I think Nate's is over, right? Both of them, I guess, should be over because they wouldn't be able to do this. And will they go back? They both haven't done well. You know, my man right here hasn't had a win since 2020 in there. Nate Diaz handed Conor McGregor his first UFC defeat. He beat Tony Ferguson 2 years ago. Tony Ferguson, by the way, is on a hell of a losing streak and still kicking about in UFC. But I think they can come both. They both can, you know, still compete in MMA. But when you have them making, for example, it's being said that Nate Diaz made $500,000 plus pay-per-view points if it reaches a certain point. That's usually how it works. And $300,000 for Masvidal. And it's ironic that boxers make the most money, but yet when UFC fighters fight each other, they bring in these huge crowds. And you got Shakur Stevenson, who was fighting at the same time over on ESPN, non-pay-per-view, who was fighting at home in the Prudential Center, only 8,400. The whole top level was curtained off. Well, anyway, let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Diaz! The 209 is feeling fine. This sold-out crowd here in Anaheim.
By the way, clean broadcast. Obviously, they got Mauro Ranallo, commentator, most notably from Showtime. Speaking of Showtime, they got Showtime Sean Porter. That man is just working for everybody. And you had Sean O'Malley, excuse me. Thinking about fucking Shane Mosley Jr., who beat Danny Jacobs on the undercard.
It up for the California kid, Nate Diaz, avenges the loss in the octagon, majority decision, a competitive, close contest. But these two are now 1-1. Let's go to Brian Kemp.
You get your hand raised. An incredible back and forth fight at a hellacious pace. How good does this feel?
It feels good to get the job done, for sure. Mission accomplished.
Nate, this crowd showed you California love from start to finish, 18,000 strong. How much did that fuel you?
Yo, I can feel the love out here in Cali every time. Baby, shout out to California. Come on, baby. You know what's up? It's all love.
How much respect do you have from Jorge after this close fight?
It's whatever. It's always been respect for anybody who's fighting. If it gets deeper than it is, it's whatever. But he showed up, he came to fight, and so did I, so it's all good.
You came out with a very aggressive pace from the start. Was the strategy look to drown him and tire him out late?
No, it was just to get in there and figure him out.
Nate, this is a big, high-profile victory. What's next for you?
I'm gonna beat Jake Paul's fucking ass. And I'm down to fight the highest ranked boxer I can find. And get him on a high level so people know who the fuck he is. And my main mission, my main objective, like it's always been, is to be the best fighter in the world. So I want to go back and get a UFC title.
You and Jorge.
Leon Edwards, Jake Paul, and anybody the fuck else, you're dead.
Nate, congratulations.
Guess they're not going to talk to Jorge. Oh, they are.
I thought I won. I thought I hit the hardest shots. He did land more volume, but I definitely felt I landed the way better shots. Win or lose, all praise to Jesus Christ, my Savior. And we could do it again. We're 1-1, you know, so we could definitely run it back in boxing. I felt I won that one. We'll find a place to do it and do it again.
You came out southpaw. Were you able to surprise him with that?
Definitely. I definitely felt I landed more meaningful shots, you know. If they see the video, the judges will be a little misguided by the crowd. Every time he landed like an air jab, everybody went nuts. Was getting off on that. But the hardest shots, 100% I landed them. I never got hurt. Everybody saw that. I might have got hit with some volume, but there was no power punching involved.
As I mentioned, Nate came out really fast paced. Was there any thought of you that this may be too fast?
You asking the wrong questions, bro. Fuck type of question is that?
Jorge, where do you go from here?
Back to the gym, back to the drawing board, work on everything again. Nate wants to run it again, we can. I'm up for it, you know. Give a fuck, I came here to fight, you know.
Thank you so much.
Shit.
Straight shut BC down, Brian Campbell, Morning Combat Podcast. I don't think that was really a bad question. Mark Kriegel, however, asked Shakur Stevenson opponent some pretty rough questions at the end of their fight. But yeah, look at the numbers. 740 thrown by Nate Diaz to 654. You know, but however, Masvidal landed 30 more punches. And 150 power punches to 115 for Diaz. But remember, it's about the rounds, and you know you can go crazy in one round and then lose the next three. So I just think, and also, yeah, the crowd was reacting to a lot of Nate Diaz punches. Let's be honest. With that being said, solid card. I do admit, you know, I was entertained. Ironically, I had it on in the background, meaning I had it muted while I was watching the Shakur card because I wanted to see Abdullah Mason and all those guys and Keyshawn. Kamel Moten won. He had some issues with Tank Davis. Anthony Pettis lost. That guy's got a win over Roy Jones. Damn. Danny Jacobs lost. Solid card, though. Solid card. Ryan Garcia brother lost to Fernando Vargas' son. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.